celebration. Lunch on me!
Boys and girls, I have another announcement to make. Mr. Gatch is taking unfinished into his department as junior executive.
Wait a minute! Just wait a minute! That wasn't good! It's back in castle!
That's wonderful, Ponty. Just wonderful. I told you to be patient.
You were right, Rosemary. One of these days, I hope I can show my appreciation to you.
Lunch.
Huh?
I said lunch.
What about lunch?
I'd love to.
Love to what?
You said, what about lunch? Gee, I thought you'd never ask me. Now, let's see. Where will we go? I know. There's a nice little tea room, a very cute place called the Hungry Tea. I'll get my things, and I'll meet you back here.
Well, I didn't mean what about lunch. I meant what about
Say,
lunch.
Vince.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gatch.
How's the new junior executive feeling?
Oh, just fine, Mr. Gatch.
How about I buy you lunch at the executive club on the roof?
Lunch? In the executive club? Me?
Sure. Now that you're a junior exec, I can put you on my expense account.
Let me get my coat.
I'll meet you at the elevator. Ah, Rosemary, dear. Seeing you always brightens up my day.
Please, Mr. Gatch.
I've got to stop reading Playboy.
Rosemary, I've got a surprise for you. Mr. Gatch is taking me to lunch in the executive club.
To lunch?
Yep. How do I look?
You look fine, Ponty. Just fine.
If you have followed the simple instructions carefully, you should now be a junior executive. Congratulations. Nothing can stop you now.
Happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home.
Yes, dear, but damn it, Gertrude, I haven't got time for this nonsense about Bud. I know blood is thicker than water, but Bud Frump is thicker than anything. I'll promote him when I'm ready. Now you listen to me. The next time Bud calls his mother, and she calls you, and you call me, you're all fired! Yes, Miss Jones?
There's a woman on the line. She says she wants to speak to you, and it's personal.
What does she want? What's her name?
She says you'll know.
Put her on, put her on. Hello? Oh, well now, you know I wouldn't forget about you. I'll take care of everything. One moment, please. Miss Jones, get me Bratton personnel right away.
All right, Mr. Bigley.
So you'll be here tomorrow? Fine. Bye. Hello, Bratton. This is JB. Say, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to find a spot for a young lady. She wants to be a secretary. She's an old friend of the family's. Well, her dad was a classmate of mine at O'Livy's. She's a bright girl. Got a good head on her shoulders. Her name is LaRue. Hetty LaRue. Can I help you, honey?
Scram!
You don't seem to understand, miss. You see, I'm Bud Frump, J.B. Bigley's nephew.
Oh, how are you? I'm with Mr. Brad, a personnel. I'm a secretary.
I spotted that the minute you came in.
Oh, well, thank you. Of course I'm new at this, and
Miss LaRue?
yeah, I mean, yes.
I'm Brett, personnel. Sorry to kept you waiting.
Oh, not at all. It is I who am late.
Oh, not really.
Oh, yes. I was very naughty this morning. I'm still not accustomed to early arrival.
Yeah!
Oh.
I I understand. Well, if you'll just come here with me, oh, sorry. This is Miss Smith, my secretary.
Oh, how are you, dear? Fine, dear. Mr. Bratt. Mr. Bratt,
Yes, Smitty?
I need to get some new tax withholding blanks.
You do that, Smitty. Miss LaRue, if you'll come here with me, I'll get your particulars.
39, 22, 38.
I'm in the pool! Yeah! Boy, she's something. She sure is.
Gentlemen, one moment, please.
Say, Brett, I need a new secretary.
So do I. Yeah, I need one.
Gentlemen, Miss LaRue will be assigned according to normal procedure as soon as her qualifications have been determined.
I'd like to determine those.
Yeah! Gentlemen, a secretary is not a toy. No, my boy, not a toy. To fondle and dandle and playfully handle in search of some puerile joy. No! A secretary is not, definitely not.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Bratt.
Whatever your heart desires, Mr. Brad.
It's a company rule, Mr. Brett.
A secretary is not a toy, no, my boy, not a toy. So do not go jumping for joy, boy, a secretary is not. A secretary is not. A secretary is not. A toy!
A secretary is not to be used for play therapy. Because you look ugly with boy, remember no matter what, neurotic joy you've got. A secretary is not a toy. She's a highly specialized key component of operational unity, a fine and sensitive mechanism to serve the office community. With a mother at home, she supports.
And you'll find nothing like her as FAO Schwartz.
A secretary is not a pet, nor an erector set.
It happened to Charlie McCoy, boy, you fired him like a shot. The day the fella forgot, a secretary is not a toy. A secretary is not a toy.
And when you put her to use, observe when you put her to use, that you don't find the name Lionel on her caboose.
A secretary is not a thing wound by key, pulled by string. Her bag is to write in and not spend the night in. If that's what you plan.